conversation with my own daughter changed the way I talk about healthcare careers. As a father of four and someone who has been teaching healthcare programs in Ontario for more than 15 years, I've had many conversations with students about choosing a career. But this one stayed with me. One day, she came home from a university career fair. She was in grade 11 and she looked very excited. She said, "Now I know what I want to become." As parents, my wife and I were happy because we know how confusing those high school years can be. So I asked her, "What do you want to study?" She smiled and said, "I want to become a physician assistant." To be honest, both my wife and I were surprised. Like many families who come from the Middle East, we grew up believing that if you wanted a career in healthcare, you became a physician, a dentist, or maybe a pharmacist. So my wife asked her, why not become a physician? Her answer surprised me even more. She said, because physicians don't have a life. Physician assistants have a better work life balance, and I think I would enjoy my life more. Although we didn't completely agree with her, I realized something important. Our children's generation looks at careers differently than we did. But then I asked her another question. I said, "Let me ask you something. How do you feel about caring for people who are sick? What if a patient has a serious infection? What if someone is coughing, frightened, or needs your help? What if they ask you for a glass of water?" She immediately said, "Of course, I would give them water." Then I asked, "What if they need help getting dressed or taking their medication?" She answered, "That's the nurse's job, that's not mine." At that moment, I looked at her not only as her father, but also as someone who has worked in healthcare for many years and has educated hundreds of healthcare professionals. And I told her something I have also told many of my students. Healthcare is not just about choosing a profession, it's about choosing a life. If you don't genuinely enjoy caring for people, if serving others doesn't bring you satisfaction, then healthcare may not be the right career for you. Technical skills can always be learned, but compassion, empathy, and the desire to help people, that has to come from within. That's why I always encourage students to ask themselves one important question before choosing any healthcare profession. Not what salary will I earn, not what title will I have, but is this the kind of person I want to become? I'm Oday Alubaidi from MedLabTech Academy. Every week, I share lessons from years of working in clinical laboratories, education, and healthcare leadership. Follow us, and I'll see you in the next one.